tacked onto the end of a season dominated by Patrice Gousselaar and Chris, with Gousselaar certain of the title since the only person who car this weekend, and therefore can't outscore him here. Last time out, the thing was virtually decided when the Gousselaar-Bouchou Porsche collected double victory. Jarier and Lafont had missed a couple of rounds, and their early challenge evaporated. And their return to the series came too late to turn the thing around. And in any case, the championship select were on form. This could have been the weekend when the Renault Spider collected its best results of the season, starting race 2 from pole position, but sadly Dillman and Soord were unlucky and their challenge went up in smoke, quite literally, leaving the field clear to Bouchou and Gousselaar to win again.
Saturday, race 1, and the front row is that number 8 Porsche. We're riding with Jarier now as that brilliant red F40, and that Jakovsky driving goes into the lead. And look who's in third place. Look, oh, into the barrier, very hard goes number 5, Paul Kumpen. Very hard indeed, went straight in, didn't come round the corner, bounces back out onto the track. Lots of debris, little bit of jostling there as drivers in the pack try to avoid the mess, and one or two of them haven't done so. That was 43 Rousseau, and 61 is Bard as well. So 2 cars, and the race very properly stopped and restarted without the number 5 Porsche. And here we go again with the Ferrari and the number 8 911 on the front row. And we're further down the field. We're riding with Pellissier in the number 47 car, watching the leader scooting away in the distance, and the leaders at the moment is that number 8 car, that's Jarier, just skittering around under brakes. There's the Ferrari of Jakovsky, there's the champion-elect, there is the Renault, and a busy field of 911s and Venturis behind. Pellissier right behind Didier Van Straten in the number 27 car, or is he right behind? It's all very busy, 3 abreast in the turns, and still the leaders are pulling away as the pit stops begin and the driver changes start to happen. Dillman hands over the Renault to Marc Soord. Gousselaar gives the number 7 car to Christophe Bouchou. Jarier gives the number 8 car to Lafont, and Jakovsky hands the F40 to Schreiber. That's what's happened in these compulsory pit stops. Some of the cars have only got 1 driver. They must stop anyway for the regulation period of time. And now the battle up front is between 7 and 8, as it really has been all through the season. The number 8 car of Jarier and Lafont dominated the early part of the year, but here are the people who've dominated the end.
Bouchou and Gousselaar take the victory from Jarier and Lafont, and that means Gousselaar will definitely end the year as champion. But there's still 1 race left to go.
And no number 8 Porsche on the front of this grid. That's because Lafont had trouble during qualifying and starts from the very back of the grid, and that puts them under lots of pressure indeed. Some 26, 27 cars there, and you can see the number 8 car right at the tail end. We're riding on board with Carras in 11th place. Big plume of smoke up front, and that's the reason as Schreiber locks up the F40 under braking and loses a couple of places in the process. And into the pits with engine trouble comes that number 15 car out of 2nd place. So Schreiber gets 1 of the positions back, and this is the battle at the front. Look at this. Lafont has come right the way through the field before the pit stops to be right on the tail of Christophe Bouchou, but now it's pit stop time. And out goes Schreiber, quite literally on the ground, as Jakovsky gets into the F40. And a queue of cars coming in, everybody taking this opportunity to swap positions. 6 we're looking at now, Jean-Louis Ritchie and Jean-Francois Varou. And a little bit more civilised, the handover in the 911 than in this car. But there's Jakovsky, and there is Gousselaar, who is driving the 2nd stint in this 2nd race on Sunday afternoon, and who has just retaken the lead after the pit stops. We're back on board with number 47. Remember, this is Carras midfield. Oh, he's lost the front and the back. It's all over the shop, and almost 360, and it's beached in the gravel. That's going nowhere. Jarier second stint in the number 8 car. It's all too late for him in the championship, and it's all too late in the race as well. Gousselaar has grabbed the lead from Jakowski in the Ferrari, and although the Ferrari is going to get its best finish of the season so far, Gousselaar is going to end his championship winning season in the best possible way, winning again a double victory at this final round, but also by taking the final checkered flag of the 1997 season.
Another weekend of double victory for Gousselaar and his teammate Bouchou, with the Ferrari behind in second place and the Jarier Porsche a brilliant third after coming from the back of the grid. But it's all too late to do anything about the points now, and Patrice Gousselaar is the 1997 champion by a definitive margin. And in second place is his partner at all but one vital round. Christophe Bouchou is second, and Jarier finishes third, a long way behind. Now, Gousselaar says that next year he wants to race GT2 in the World Championship and win at Daytona and Le Mans. But that's a tall order, and for now, he'll have to be happy with the French national crown.